In today's video, it's our mini challenge in the challenge number 4. We're going to be making some card pocket ensembles, a paperclip, and a charm. And stay tuned for details. We also have our October 26th October daily prompt. Stay tuned. Hi everybody, it's Julie. Welcome to the Messy Desk. Today we're going to make our mini challenge in the challenge number 4 for October. So we're going to jump right in. We're going to make 4 cards or tags that have a pocket so that they can be inserted into a pocket or they can have a pocket on them. We're also going to be making a paperclip and a charm. You are to use items from your stash, actually like scrap items from your stash. Things that you've already used part of, that there's a little bit left over, that kind of thing. And obviously we are in a no-buy challenge this month. This is a continuation of the September Stash Buster challenge. We decided to do it one more time. Okay, your October challenge can either be, or your mini challenges can either be for your big journal or they can be for another project or just to add to your stash. So I'm going to start out here. I have this pocket that I had made with my Cricut or cut out with my Cricut, and I'm just going to go ahead and put this together. Okay, so it's been sitting over here waiting for its turn, and now is its turn. So there we go, there we go. With this green color, I think that pretty much it will work with anything that I have coming up, I think. Okay, so put that back so that we can find it easily. Okay, so we're going to make 4 cards or tags with pockets. They also have to have a sticker, a ticket, and washi, and lace or fabric. Okay, so, or trim. So I'm going to write fabric so I don't forget when I tell you that again. Okay, so here we have our pocket and it is ready. Okay, so I also have a book page pocket. One of my favorite things to use is a book page pocket, just in case you haven't seen me do that before. Let's go ahead and we have a page here. We'll just go ahead, and what I do is I'll just go ahead and fold it over and fold it over. Okay, and then when I glue it, I'll glue it here. And then I'll glue it here and down across. There and right here. And right across here. Unless you want a second pocket right here, which you can do. But I don't want a second pocket. Okay, so there is my book page pocket. And so I'll usually make up a whole bunch of these and have them. I like to, then I can rip the top and have it be the size that I actually want. So we'll just put this one over here. And so then I have this little pocket. Okay, and that was in my stash. Okay, and so then our other one. Okay, so we have this one. I really like the wording on this, living in the moment. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut this piece of lace off. This is from a shirt, from a sleeveless shirt. Okay, and that will give me a little bit of lace. And I think we'll go ahead. I'm just going to be we'll add some fabric to it also. Okay, and then here I have moments, time, wonder, and reflection. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and add some glue to this because I want to make sure that it sticks. Okay. Okay, so we need a ticket and some washi. Ticket and some washi. So I have my orange tickets that I've been using. I'm going to have this one come just so that the numbers show up. And then I did, look at you guys, I had to pull out a new black and white striped washi because I used up all of the last one. And I'm just going to put some down here. So this is a project life card that I've got here. And these are really fun because, oh, we got two of them. They're decorated on one side, and the other side, they're already ready for journaling. They are made for pocket scrapbooking or paper crafting. I love them. I'm going to go ahead and just put this on, but I don't want to cover the word living. Put it right here. Okay. And then I have my little embellishment. I'm going to come back. There you go. Okay, so we have our sticker, our ticket, our washi, and our fabric or lace. And then I'm going to go ahead and attach this using my stapler also, okay? And it went through all of the things are on there with the stapler. So I'm happy with that. Okay, so there's one card, and then this one can go into this pocket right here. Okay, there we go. There's our ensemble. Now we can go ahead and decorate this as well. I'm just going to put the washi on it. That's it, because I don't know where this is going. However, the coloring looks like it would match the my thankfulness journal really well. So there's that. So next I have this little tiny pocket, and there was a tag over here that I saw. This little red tag. Okay, so a little red tag. So for our trim, we can go ahead and use this. It's right here on the desk. It needs to get used up. Let's go ahead and we'll put that right in there. Okay. And I'm just going to tie it at the top. Okay, so it has a way to stay. Okay, so that's our fabric. And then, let's see. Okay, so for our ticket, I'm going to go ahead and put our ticket across the pocket. Okay, so you can put your items on either your pocket or your card. And remember, your card or tag can have a pocket on it for your pocket. So that is entirely up to you how you want to go about doing that. Okay, so we have this little tag. I think we'll go ahead and just add this little a piece of the washi across the bottom back of the tag. So we've used our washi, our ticket, our fabric, and we just need our sticker. But we also can use excuse me. We can use other things that we have as well. Let's go ahead. I like the fabric. Okay, and then should we go with reflection? Time. Okay, adding some glue to this just so that we don't lose it. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and staple this on here, even though it's more for the look of the staple than for holding it. Okay. And then we'll go ahead and we'll put some of the glue on the ticket here. There we go. Okay, so there's our pocket, and we have our tag inside. We have our washi, our trim our fabric, our sticker, and our ticket. We have our tag and our pocket. So how easy was that? That was number 2. And then for number 3, let's go ahead and I have this right here. Does it fit? I should have made sure it was going to fit in this. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this one down. Okay, so there's that. Okay, and then I have this card, which I love this card. I love this card. I'm looking around my desk. Okay, we have this beautiful piece of lace. Ooh, I think I'm going to want it on the front. Probably down low though, because if I have it up high, this is going to run into it. So let's go ahead and put this down low. And you know, I love pockets and I cannot lie. So we're going to make a pocket on the pocket out of our lace. Pocket on the pocket out of our lace. So you see I've put my glue down here in a U shape. I want to make sure that I get any glue strings out of the center because I don't want it to close up. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this in and pull it over and put this in on this side because it doesn't quite go all the way to the edge. Well, you know what we can do then is we'll have this one go all the way to the edge. We did dip this one in the edge over here and then pulled it over. Let's go ahead and we'll just add some of our washi. We need washi on this card or on this pocket or this ensemble anyway. So let's go ahead and put it right over here at the edge. That'll cover up where our lace didn't quite come all the way to the edge. But you see, we still have this little pocket happening down here. We have this little pocket right down here, okay, that we'll be able to put something in. Okay, so just don't forget that we have our little pocket. And go ahead and see if I can get, there we go. Got the glue off that. Okay, so there's our pocket. It's ready. It already has our washi tape. Our little ticket could just go down and be in there too. But we are going to go to this next. And I have this piece of fabric. I'm going to go ahead and fray the edges. Okay, so just I ripped the fabric and then I'm pulling the strings, and that will fray the edge. I'm going to go ahead and put this on the top so it'll give us this pretty little ruffly effect up here on the top. So this is our make some embellishments quick. because it's Monday and there's always so much to do on a Monday. I have orders to pack and I am behind. And I got to get this video made and get it up. So, yeah. So I'm so excited though. I really wanted to play with the new digital, the Christmas digital. But you know, that didn't happen. I do believe that the Halloween or the Thanksgiving digital is still on sale through the end of today, Monday. So check that out in the Etsy shop and check out the brand new Santa and Mrs. Claus digital that oh my gosh, I absolutely love it. If you might already know, I collect Mr. and Mrs. Santa Clauses, the sets, not just Santa by himself, but he has to have his number one lady with him, Mrs. Claus, and I have over 500 sets that I have collected, including the antique images that I used to make this kit. It also has some children that are just dressed up as Santa and Mrs. Claus, and they're out there doing the giving thing. It's really, really cool. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to have finally gotten to make that kit, and it is going. And then I also used the poinsettia scarf, and I'm going to be able to use it with my let's put this down here, with my December daily. Okay, so remember I'm using the Poppies and Pines, or Pines and Poppies from Hobby Lobby, and I am so excited. Okay, so we have our card, we have our envelope, we have our lace or fabric, we need our ticket and our sticker. Okay, so I'm thinking, okay, so if this was to go in here, okay, so it goes in there, and I'm going to take that out so that we don't accidentally. Okay, we can make this pocket can be smaller. Okay, so this is going in the pocket, this little tag. Okay, these always have strings on them that are too long. Let's go ahead and add our, no, I want to put the 2020 on the outside. Okay, so we're going to go ahead, tie this off, and then we can cut it off and make it more manageable. Okay, so there's that. Let's go ahead and put down the ticket. I'm putting the glue where I want the glue to go so that it's not in there getting my label. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and let this come off the edge a little bit. And we'll continue with that look that we're doing with the little piece of fabric. We'll go with reflection and put that on here. We'll staple it. This time let's staple it to this direction. Okay. Huh, my stapler doesn't want to go in the, but it did. Okay, so there we go. Go ahead and put the prongs down. This one did not. It's okay, we can fix it. Okay, so I'm just pushing it through, and then we'll push the prong down in the back here. And we can go ahead and you can actually use I'm going to use my jewelry pliers. Okay, there. So they're down. They're down. Everything's safe. Okay. And then we'll just go ahead, come over and add this again onto our pocket. So we are going to need one more. I love how these are looking. And they all will go together. I like that. Okay, so this one will go right in here and come down. And okay, so there's that one. If you're here for the premiere, I'm waving hi and say hello to Chip. Hi, Chip. I'm so glad you've joined us today. If this is your first premiere, make sure that you know that this is a pre-recorded video, but we are able to have a live chat. And you can join us there by clicking that button right below here that says live chat. Open that up, come on over and say hello so that we can welcome you and get to know you. It's a lot of fun. We get to do this every day at 10:30 Pacific Standard Time. And yes, we do have a chat, and that way we can keep in touch. It's been a great way to keep in touch during these times. We also have our Facebook group, Scrap All About It with Dear Julie Julie. We'd love to have you join us there. And I did also open a Patreon. So if you enjoy these videos, you'd like to give a little come on over and check out the Patreon. It is actually turning out to be a really great, fun community, and we get to do fun stuff over there. And what's happening tomorrow? All of the Diamond Patreon jewels, so everyone that's pledged at Diamond level or above, they get to know the cheat hint for the November challenge. So Diamond and above get to know the hint for the November challenge. So what else have we shown? They get little previews of what's coming. This week, some of them are also going to get to see the warehouse tour, the Dear Julie Julie warehouse, which is my storage unit that Tom bought me and that we've been slowly putting together. And so anyway, so check that out. I will put the video explaining the Patreon in the description box down below if you want more information. And of course, you can message me. Okay? So, yeah, let's get back to our program. And now, one more. We have a regular tag. And we have everyday life, or we can do it this way. No, I think we'll go with, okay, so this is going to be our pocket. This can actually go, oh, you know what? I just probably shouldn't do that. Okay, we're going to do this one. Okay, we're going to put it in here. I know. I want them all to match. These are going to go in my box for my 30 Days of Thankfulness journal. Okay, so, and what I do is I'll have the box, and if I want to use one of these, I can. So I'm going to want some of the washi tape. So this is, again, is another Project Life card. And so there's my washi. And And I have this little piece of washi that we can come and put right over here on this. Okay. And then my tag, or my ticket. Okay, I think this time I'm going to use my ticket as my topper. Okay, so it'll be a little topper up here on my, oh, this is the pocket. Can't be the topper on the pocket, but it can be the topper here. It's just going to be strange to have. Okay, so that'll go down and in. Okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead. It will be our topper, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to have it go underneath that. Okay. Underneath that. Little washi tape going across here. Might as well, right? Okay. Then our little piece of fabric. Okay, so this is going to be due on November 3rd. November 2nd. Make that November 2nd. So this will be due on November 2nd. This one says Wonder. Okay. And I love the way these look. I really, really, really love. Okay, so there. So they all match. Different. We used them differently, but okay. So these can come around the back edge, and we have that little piece of trim left. So we've used fabric, and we can use some of the trim, and ta-da! We will have used up that piece of trim off of the desk. I don't know if you can see, but I made a paper clip out of the leftover leaves after I made up the little 30 Days of Thankfulness, or the November Thankfulness kits. This is how much leaves I had left, and I just put them on the edge of a paper clip. Okay, so there's that. It's going to come down and be able to go into this pocket right here. And so let's make sure we've used our stickers, our ticket, our washi, and our fabric. And I'm going to go ahead and go one more on this pocket and add this piece of bling, because it's sitting here on the desk, and I need to use all these things on the desk up. Okay, so there's that. And okay, so this will go together, but what will happen is this will get glued down into the journal. Okay, it'll get glued down, and it will be its pocket. So there's our 4 pockets with tags. 2, our big book page pocket with the tag, and our pocket made with the Cricut. Okay, so that is our 4 pockets. Now, next we need a paper clip. And so for my my October daily, I found this baseball glove. Tom and I are watching the World Series, and so I want to go ahead and make my paper clip. Now we need to use a ticket and fabric along with something else on this. So a ticket and fabric. So what I did with, I don't have another ticket, but I have the one that I practiced with. So I have this large hole punch by McGill. It's a 5/16, so it's a little over. Is that really what it says? 5/16? Wow. Okay, so it's a little over 1/4 of an inch. And so what I did was I figured out kind of where I wanted it, and I punched the hole out. Actually, this hole, that's wrong. This hole I punched with my crocodile. So I'm going to go ahead and put my baseball glove through that, and I like that. So now I also need to add some fabric, and I am going to go ahead and go with this fabric. And I'm going to go ahead, for this I'm just going to go ahead and cut a little hole. Okay, so fold it over, I cut a little hole, and we'll put that in there. Okay, so I'm making it so the back of my button comes through, and there's my, okay, and then that can go on there. Now, what I'll probably do, because this is going to go on there for the World Series, is I'll probably see if I can find a blue ribbon or something, and I'll put that in here as well. But for right now, this is going to be just fine. Then I'm going to go ahead and take my paper clip, and I'm going to thread the button, or thread the paper clip through that buttonhole all the way around. And then I'm going to, when I get it here, now I've got paper, and I want this to come out the side of the journal. Okay, so like this is what I'm thinking, that'll sit right outside the journal. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to need a paper, or if I had another ticket, that would even be better because the colors would be good. Okay, so here's a ticket. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and, just like we do on the flat paper clips, but a little different, we're going to go ahead, let's see if we can figure out where that hole. See if I can get a crocodile. Crocodile. Okay, so for the there's papers in the crocodile hole, so I can't see. Okay, so I want to go between in and the, and up about that far. Okay, so I cut a hole through it, and I'm going to go ahead and put that on there, and that way I don't get the extra puff. I think I'm going to like that. Okay, so now we'll go ahead and use our fabric tack. I want to make sure there's some underneath this paper clip. Wow, I can actually smell the fabric tack. I can't usually smell it. That's weird. In this day and age, we're just all glad when that we can smell, right? We can smell things. Don't worry if you can't smell or taste. Okay, so there we go. I'm going to go ahead and back to back those tickets. And that is going to give me this really cute paper clip, I think. I think it's really cute. Okay, so if I wanted it to go at an angle like that, okay. So then we want it to dry. But there's my paper clip using a ticket and the fabric. Yay! Ticket and fabric. And it matches. Okay, so next I am going to make a charm. And you guys remember I like to buy those bingo sets. And they come with these little, the bingo markers. One kind comes that these are to put on top of the person that's calling out the numbers. These are what they use. Okay, I'm going to use my crocodile again. This time I'm going to use the small hole, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to set this little marker in so that it's just inside the edge, and I'm going to go ahead and punch the little hole out. Isn't that so cool? Then I have this set of numbers. Okay, so they're really cool. They're antique. They're from they antique looking. They are from a what are they from? They are from a 6x6 paper pad. Okay, so then I'm going to come over here, and I don't know if you can see that, but I can see through that hole right there. And I can kind of try and line up my number, and I'm going to do the number 8 because it's my favorite number. Okay, and then this one catches. It's got a catcher, so there we go. There's my number 8. Okay, so I have the Glossy Accents. Now, I had a pen cap in there, and it's kind of gotten yucky. My fault, but you know, it happens. Okay, so I'm going to want a scrap piece of paper. I'm going to go ahead and use that right there. Okay. I'm going to be okay. I need to get a new bottle. This is so sad, and I won't do that again. I kept the lid of the one I threw away, so I'll have an extra lid. I guess I need to do that on all the things because I tend to lose the lids. Okay, so I'm looking for a needle so that I can push this down. Okay, so I'm going to just push it down towards the middle. Then I need to add some more on top. Okay, the Glossy Accents will dry clear-ish. I mean, mine is older, so it's going to have a yellowed look to it. If you see any bubbles, you want to take your needle and go and pop the bubbles, okay? And if you missed any area with stuff, okay? So there's my number 8. And then I want to add a little bling because I love bling. And because I have it. Okay, so just gonna add it right there on the edge. Then I can use my needle to go ahead and push it down. And the Glossy Accents will also act as a glue. And there I have a little charm. Now, I made one earlier. I don't know if it's dry yet. It wasn't dry. But I made one with the number 10. And then I can just go ahead and grab a bulb pin. I had a bulb pin. I had 2 of them up here. There it is. Okay, so I can go ahead and put the bulb pin through the little hole. Okay, so put the bulb pin through the little hole. Then I also, for this one, I have this orange bead that was in my little stash thing there, and I'm going to put it behind it. And then I can add this into my journal, and that is going to give me a little charm. Okay, so the charm has, so you want a base for your charm. It can be whatever. It can be a sequin, it can be paper, and then you need to add 3 things to it. So we have our little bead, our bling, and our little number. Okay, so that is going to be my charm. Okay, so that is going to be what we're going to make for our mini challenge and the challenge. We have 4 card and pocket ensembles, a charm, and a paper clip. Okay, so your paper clip needs to have fabric and a ticket and something else. Okay, so on a paper clip. So there's our paper clip, and your tag or card pocket ensembles need to have sticker, ticket, washi, and fabric. Okay, so this one's going to be a pocket when it gets put into the journal. So that is our 4 ensembles. Those are ready. I have a paper clip for the World Series, and I have, well, I have the 10, and then I have my favorite number, which is the number 8. Okay, so let's go ahead and get these out of the way, and our next thing that we're going to do is we need to go ahead and do our October daily prompt. So our October daily prompt for today is, what do you do to prepare for winter? So what do you do to prepare for winter? Well, one of the things I do is I move my clothing in my closet. I probably will do that, like today. And I take the short sleeve and the long sleeve, and I switch them, and I move my sweaters to because the long sleeves are on the bottom, and so I bring I didn't ever change them last year, but I would take the long sleeves and put them down where they're easy to reach. I don't have to reach up to them, and then make sure that my sweaters are over here. My sleeveless stuff still stays in the same place because I just switch from the lightweight cover things, like little cover up things, to the sweater and heavier type cover up type things. So that's something I do to prepare for winter. And then another thing is I bring out a couple of blankets and put them out on the couch. Our house can be drafty sometimes. It's just fact of life. So that's something that I might do, or that I do to get ready for winter. Okay, so let's move those out of the way, and I will go ahead and let's see. I did do my sweater weather. I know I just gave you guys the prompts, but my sweater weather story is when I was in high school. My sister and I were in high school, and we went to different high schools. And my parents took us school clothes shopping, and they had an errand to do in Los Angeles. So on the way back, they surprised us and took us to Hollywood to go school clothes shopping. And we went to several places. We ended up at the Gap. Big, huge Gap, or it was to me. And that was a store that we didn't have where we lived. And my sister and I were sitting in the very back of the van. And we had decided that we were going to pool our money together that year because we wore the same size. Now, my sister was 3 inches taller than me. We wore the same size. Our bodies looked totally different. I don't even know if I was 5 foot tall yet, but she was 3 inches taller than me. And her legs were 2 inches longer than my legs. So we decided we could do that because I could duct tape the pants up when I was going to wear them. And then we'd take the duct tape off. Anyway, it was kind of silly. But my sister picked out this sweater. It was a turtleneck sweater, and it had big stripes. So they were about that big, like 5 or 6 inch stripes going across it. And they were teal. We didn't know that color teal back then. But they were teal, a smoky gray, and a purple. And it was a turtleneck sweater. It was medium to lightweight sweater, which where we lived, that was good because you could wear something over it and be warm and not be too hot because you were wearing it. Anyway, that was my favorite sweater. The story would end here, except that 20 years later, I was shopping with my daughter. She was in high school, and we were shopping for school clothes for her. And we found this sweater. Had big stripes on it, about this big. And it was blue and smoky gray blue and purple. And it was a turtleneck. And I was like, I asked my daughter, I said, what do you think of this? And she goes, oh, I like that. And that'll be good for, and she had a couple ideas of when that would be, like football games. That would be good for a football game. And I was really excited because at that time, my daughter and I could wear the same size. And so, and I didn't have to, and she's also taller than me. I didn't have to hem up pants. So anyway, here it was 20 years later. My daughter and I buy this sweater. I still have the sweater. It is now another, oh my gosh, she graduated in 2002. So that's like 18 years ago she graduated. So it's probably 20 years old because this would have been before she was a senior. So yeah, so 20 years later, I still have that sweater. It's still in great shape. It's one of my favorites still. That's my sweater weather story. So remember, you can take the prompt. It's to give you an idea. Jump off with it, and and you can tell it. Now, I haven't done my day part of the story, but I did add this sticker here, or this ticket, so this will help hold this closed. And I did add some washi tape. You see, that's the very end of the washi, so I glued it down. Oh, we even got some string in there. I glued it down, and that gives it more strength for being able to put behind there. I did add the 23. I added the little bear in his sweater. I thought that was perfect. And I told my story. I did write it out, and I told it right there on that paper. So, again, I haven't had a chance to tell about the day there. This was our What Are You Grateful For? And if you remember, I told you I was grateful that our skies are not smoky anymore. So that's what I wrote about there. And then over here, Tom and I are really enjoying watching the World Series together. And on this night, that is the night of that crazy last play. So I wrote out the play-by-play here for that crazy comedy of errors. If you did not see it, I still can't believe it. I can't believe I saw it. It was the World Series game on 10/24/2020. Check it out because it's, and so here I talked about our day. Okay. There's not a lot going on in our days. So here is the favorite dress-up story. I haven't found the picture that I want for here yet, and I didn't tell that story, but here I told our story of the day. And so this one, we were supposed to possibly get rain. So I have the bear with the umbrella, no rain, because we didn't get any. We did have wind. We had crazy wind. Tom was off. It was the 25th of October. And then here I talked about Tom is working. Well, we went to church in the living room. We had lunch. Tom tried to coax Wiley with some treats. So he's been working every day out there with Wiley, trying to get her to come over and have some treats. We did get her. She came to the door. She didn't come in, but she came up to the door. So that was cool. I launched the Santa and Mrs. Claus digital kit. And we had hot dogs and ice cream. And the Dodgers win Game 5 of the World Series. And it was a great day. And my kitchen is sparkling clean, ready for fall, for the rest of the fall decorating. So, so that's what I did there. And now we're here. What do you prepare? What do you do to prepare for winter? And so I told you about moving the clothes. And so I'm going to pick 3 things that I'm going to write about. I'm going to use the negative from this sticker sheet to do that, to tell those 3 little stories. Might have to write kind of small. Well, it's down. We're just going to put it where it is. It's the one thing that these are a little harder to get. So start someplace. And then put it down. Start someplace. And we end up with a fold. But that's okay. Okay, so that's going to give me 3 little chat boxes that I can go ahead and tell my story in. Okay, so I told you about the clothes. I'll kind of start looking and make sure that well, I've been using the crock pots lately, so they are good and they're out. But I'll kind of look and see what I have as far as the warm, comfort kind of foods. And so pull those more to the soups. I'll pull them over more in my pantry. And I'll put some of the other stuff that I won't be using as often over to the side. I told you I bring out the blankets, so I add a couple blankets onto the couch, and so that's some of the things that I do to get ready for winter. Yesterday, Tom did go ahead and he got the swamp cooler all weatherized, so it's ready, and we still need to do the faucets because we got lucky because they've gone ahead and given us a week that we're not freezing yet, so yeah, so we don't have to do that quite yet. So what I'm thinking with this little tag is that, or charm, is that I can just bring it over and attach it to this lace that I attached to this page. Okay, so that can go right out there, and then I will put my paper clip that we made today, and that will either go like either tomorrow or the next day for when the World Series is over. That's where I'll go ahead and put that paper clip. Okay, so I really like that. I think that turned out really cool. Okay, so that has you kind of caught up. I'll be decorating. I'll decorate this later because I need to think about it. So find something to celebrate every day. Have an amazing day. Don't forget to go and watch one of these videos up here because YouTube really likes it. I'll put the day 26 from last year's October daily prompt here. I'll put the October daily prompt list over here, and YouTube's going to choose something that they think you're going to want to watch, and it'll be right there. Have an amazing day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Bye-bye.